getting you all the details from the MCD house, and now we know that Mayor Shelly Oberoi has announced a re-election. Mayor meets the BJP demand of re-election. Shelly Oberoi announces a re-election for standing committee to happen. Mobiles not allowed while voting. BJP councillors hailing it as their victory. Councillors to be called one after another for voting. Mayor Shelly Oberoi resolves the issue which was causing blockade in the house. BJP was demanding re-election for the standing committee. Milan is getting asked more details. Milan, do you see the AAP relenting herein?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your questions here.
You know, has the AAP in a way relented then, Milan, is what I was asking you.
Alright, so what the Aam Aadmi Party has appealed today is that voting should happen in a smooth fashion and calmly, because the Supreme Court order said that the elections were to be held, all three elections in fact, for the standing committee, for the mayor, etc., deputy mayor, were supposed to be held on the 22nd of February. Of course, there have been delays, but today that's the appeal that's come from the newly elected mayor Shelly Oberoi, and she has said that now the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party need to come together. In fact, the BJP's councillor Shikha Rai has also said that the BJP will also show a big heart, and yes, both parties will today cooperate so that the standing committee members are elected from the house today. And as we speak, about 15 to 16 votes have already been polled. Names are being called one by one. The appeal from the mayor is that no councillor should take their mobile phones inside the polling area that has been created for them to cast their ballot, and the election process should be carried on smoothly. Of course, this after the early morning ruckus that we saw, where the BJP councillors were banging the benches and continuously chanting for the mayor to come to the house and not waste the precious time of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi's house. So therefore, right now, scenes in front of you, one by one, the name of the councillors is being called, and they are being asked to cast their vote to elect the 6 standing committee members that will come from this house, and of course the rest, in total 18, the rest of the members will be elected later from other zones there.
Let's also talk to us a little about the importance of the standing committee, given that they are the ones who decide on how much money is to be given for every program. It's an extremely important body, Milan.
Sneha, do you mind repeating your question,
yes,
please?
And let me try and be a little more loud. I was asking you that the standing committee at the end of the day is a very important body as far as the Municipal Corporation of Delhi is concerned, and that's the reason why the elections become all the more important to this body.
Yes, Neha. So the fact that you've mentioned that the standing committee is an extremely important body when it comes to looking at the financial decisions that the Municipal Corporation of Delhi will be taking. And yes, certainly, even with Aam Aadmi Party having a majority in the house, it also matters whether they will have a member prominently placed in the standing committee of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Because all the budgets that are proposed, all the budgets that are brought forward for construction work, whether it's work to create sewer lines, construction related work, school related work, whether it is hospital related work, everything, the budget and the finance and the purse strings are in the hands of the standing committee. Of course, once the proposal is sent forward in the standing committee, it's then put forward to the members of the house as well, and the house also has to rule on it. So of course, the Aam Aadmi Party would want that they hedge their bets for both the standing committee as well as the house where they have a majority. But of course, because the elections were delayed for so long, the ruckus that was created in the municipal corporation, the fist fighting, the pushing, shoving and the water flinging has to stop. And now the Aam Aadmi Party councillors as well as the BJP councillors have decided that yes, elections should move forward in a free and fair manner, considering that one by one people come without their mobile phones, cast their vote and do not create any misdemeanor today. In fact, the members who have misbehaved in the House the last time around have not been put forward as, the members who had misbehaved have not been given any sort of due punishment or a restoration of sorts from the House as well. There has been no action on them by the mayor. So that also speaks volumes of the so-called cooperation that we are looking at from the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP side, so that the Municipal Corporation House can run smoothly today.
You know, also, Milan, in spite of all of this, and I think the way the AAP has relented today by allowing or adhering into the demand of the BJP just speaks volumes of the fact that the party is now wanting to reach out to the BJP. Yesterday also the tone was such that, listen, let's respect the mandate of the people and let's get working at the end of the day, isn't it?
But that is exactly what was discussed amongst the councillors of the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. The mayor ended up coming a bit late, but of course there has been a consensus because, as the mayor mentioned as well, the Supreme Court order stated that all three elections were to take place on the 22nd of February. And that was a delay. Of course, in the eyes of the Supreme Court, their orders were not being followed with what ensued in the Municipal Corporation of Delhi elections, and therefore today had to be that day where they had to finish electing the standing committee members, because you have to move forward from here. There are other proposed elections that also need to take place on time, so that the elected bodies are put in with representatives, and that the Municipal Corporation of Delhi can function for the people of Delhi. It's a sheer waste of time of the taxpayers, of the citizens of Delhi, who are expecting the municipal corporations to work for them, to make the city better, and to make sure that the elected members of the Aam Aadmi Party as well as the BJP can put forward the concerns of the citizens in the municipal corporation. And that is why, of course, with the politicking and the politics that has erupted between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, there seems to be right now, both parties showing a big heart and coming forward and making sure that this particular election moves smoothly today. But we'll keep an eye. We'll have to wait and see if there is something else that could go wrong, even in a very calm situation there, Sneha.
Well, it's calm, at least for the moment, as we can see in these pictures. And this is interesting, given that for days now, Milan, we've only been seeing ruckus, pandemonium inside the MCD house. Just walk us through what has been going on in the last 85 odd days or so. Remember, at the end of the day, it took Delhi 70 days to choose a mayor, and this is the national capital, Milan, that we're talking about.
So, would just like to begin show you visuals once again in the house. People are chanting for Pawan Sehrawat. The BJP councillors have once again begun chanting for Pawan Sehrawat there, who is the newly newly joined the BJP right now from the Aam Aadmi Party. And this kind of ruckus is actually being created by the BJP as well. And now Pawan Sehrawat, who is going in to vote there, is being cheered by the BJP councillors for joining the BJP party just this morning. Of course, with scenes like these, one by one, people are being called in to vote for the standing committee. This has been a point of contention between the two parties for the last 90 hours or so, where the elections were supposed to happen. They were able to elect a mayor and a deputy mayor. The mayor there, Shelly Oberoi, and the deputy mayor, Ale Iqbal. Of course, after that, what happened was, while there was polling happening for the standing committee members, just yesterday there were ruckus and a situation that was created. People had to come down to fist and blows with water being sprayed on other councillors, and complete misbehavior that had happened between the two members. And here also right now, Sneha, Pawan Sehrawat, who is voting inside and some kind of chaos is again being witnessed. The councillors are chanting for Pawan Sehrawat, who has just joined, and one by one there Pawan Sehrawat comes out after voting and casts his ballot. He's being cheered on by the BJP, raising fingers that he has now joined the BJP. Of course, the Aam Aadmi Party councillors dissing him and booing him on the other side. The Aam Aadmi Party councillors booing him on the other side. As I was just saying that these are the kind of hectic scenes that are being witnessed inside the Municipal Corporation of Delhi elections that had become a prestige battle for both the Aam Aadmi Party as well as the BJP, and together the elected members in the MCD house with Aam Aadmi Party in majority, their focus was more on electing and having more members from their party. But again, suddenly chants of Jai Shri Ram within the MCD house. The mayor there saying that one has to remain calm and maintain decorum and silence so that the voting process can take place. So, little bit of snow-glaring here and there is still going on, and slowly everyone is being called for the voting process that's currently taking place within the MCD. But of course, with the Supreme Court, they're clearly stating that all the elections need to be done within a time-bound manner. This is just one step more towards, completing the formalities of the municipal corporation after the elections, which had been delayed for quite some time because of the political battle that was stitched between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP there.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Milind, for getting us those details. Milind has been tracking that story, getting us up to speed with every single development from inside MCD House there in the National Capital.